we'll see now first unknown, that is time of flight. How we will find out the time of flight? Okay, so what is time of flight? The total time, we can say the total time in which your particle is in air. So this is your point of strike, this is your point of projection, this is your point of strike. So the total time taken from this point to this point, it is your time of flight. So how you will solve this? We'll consider the vertical component of the velocity, that is y is equal to u sine alpha into t minus half of gt square. Okay, how we will solve this? To find out the total time, for example, your particle is starting from this point and it will strike at this particular point. So if I consider this is your O, this is your point A. At point A, your y is 0. At point A, your y is 0. Means at the horizontal, we can say at this particular position, there is no any vertical distance or vertical displacement. So if I put this value, y is equal to u sine alpha into t minus half of gt square. So we will take on the other side, so it will become half of gt square u sine alpha into t. So one t, this t will get cancelled. So t will become 2u sine alpha divided by g. This is your time of flight. Remember this formula, very important. This is your time of flight. So from particle from point A, O to A, the total time taken by the particle is 2u sine alpha by g. We will go to the second one, that is horizontal range. What is horizontal range? The distance covered by the, or we can say horizontal distance covered by the particle when it is projected in free air, it is called as your horizontal range or simple arc. How will we find out this horizontal range? We know that your distance is, or horizontal distance will become your horizontal velocity into total time t, correct? So your horizontal distance, your horizontal velocity into total time t. What is your horizontal velocity? It is your u cos alpha, right? What is t? T is the total time of the flight. Right now we have just done the derivation of the total time of the flight, that is 2u sine alpha divided by g. This is your total time of the flight. So your horizontal range r, we denote it by r, it is equal to u sine alpha, 2 को मैं बाहर लेता हूँ, so 2u square sine alpha cos alpha divided by g. We know that 2 sine alpha cos alpha, मैं थोड़ा सा आपको बेसिक ट्रिग्नोमेट्री के बारे में बताता हूँ. Your 2 sin theta into cos theta is nothing but your sin 2 theta, correct? So similarly, this term will become r is equal to u square sin 2 alpha divided by g. This is your horizontal range or the range of the projectile. Remember this. These three formula are very important. First, your equation of the trajectory. Second one is your time of the flight. Third one is your range. Then the maximum height reached by the particle. These four things or four formulas are very, very important. Always remember these formulae. It is going to be very helpful in your exam. Okay, your range becomes u square sin 2 alpha divided by g. अभी यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो u square sin 2 alpha by g. So can I calculate what can be the maximum range of the particle? Very easily. यहाँ पे देखो u square sin 2 alpha by g. तो ये maximum range कब हो सकता है? What is the ये maximum range तब हो सकता है जब ये साइन थीटा और साइन 2 अल्फा का वैल्यू मैक्सिमम हो सकता है. सो साइन 2 अल्फा का वैल्यू मैक्सिमम को व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ द साइन? द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ द साइन इज 1. सो व्हेन योर 2 alpha is equal to 90, in that case you will get the maximum range. So you will get a maximum range at 45 degree. Range is equal to u square by g. Okay, it will happen when your alpha is equal to 45 degree. So at alpha is equal to, or when this angle of projection is 45 degree, I will get r is equal to r max. Okay, so always remember that the maximum range is going to be happen when the angle of projection is your 45 degree. Okay, so we will go to the next unknown, that is maximum height reached by the particle, which is h. You see the fourth unknown quantity, that is maximum height reached by the particle. So here is projectile, and this is, we can say, the maximum height reached by the particle. So this will be my maximum height, this one. Okay, so I know what quantity do I know? I know the total time of the flight. I will write down total time of the flight is 2u sin alpha divided by g. Okay, I want to know the maximum height reached by the particle. So at the maximum height, your horizontal component will be constant, which is horizontal component of the velocity. It is u cos alpha, and your u sin alpha, the vertical component of at the maximum height will be equal to 0. This is going to be constant. Okay, now how will I calculate this particular maximum height? So I can say this vertical distance, which is your maximum distance, is equal to average velocity into time to reach this particular height. Okay, so I can say that from 0, for example, this is your origin O, this is your point A, this is your point B. From O to B and B to A, total time of the flight we are having 2u sin alpha divided by g. So I can say that from O to B it requires the half of the time as that of the total time of the flight. So your the time from O to B, or time to reach from initial position to reach the maximum height, will be, that time will be equal to u sin alpha by g. Okay, so time t required to reach the maximum height will be u sin alpha by g, that will be half of the time of the total time of the flight. The second thing is average velocity. As we are taking the consideration of vertical component of the velocity, I can say average velocity is the initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. So it will be initial velocity plus final velocity. Final velocity means the velocity at point B divided by 2. Is it? Now, initial velocity, I can write u sin alpha. Correct? Final velocity at point B. As I told you, the vertical component of the velocity at B becomes 0. So it will be 0 divided by 2. So it is going to be u sin alpha divided by 2. This is the average velocity at point B. So the vertical distance or the maximum height reached by the particle will be maximum height will be average velocity into time t. So average velocity is your u sine alpha divided by 2. Time taken by the projectile to reach the point B, it is half of the total time of the flight, so which is equal to u sine alpha by g. So your total or maximum height reached by the particle will become u square sine square alpha divided by 2g. This is your height h max. I will write. This is also very much important expression or formula, I would say, which is going to be asked in the examination, many examination. So these are the 4 parameters we have seen till this particular point. So in the next we will see one problem. In the next video we will some problem based on the projectile motion for different cases. Okay, so we'll go to the next one.
So in next video we will see the 4 problems based on the projectile motion. Thank you everyone for watching our video patiently. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.